Welcome back. Just got to Hamelin Pool. I'm going to check out the stromatolites, but we stayed at Big River Ranch last night, just outside of Kalbarri. Pretty nice campsite actually, pretty unique. He's got some horses on the property. A nice guy to chat to as well, sort of runs a one-man show. Yeah, if you're in Kalbarri, definitely worth checking it out. And if you want to go for a horse ride, he takes the horses out every morning, so definitely check it out. It was, yeah, pretty quiet actually, the campsite, considering it's 1 week out from Easter. But yeah, definitely worth going to visit. But we're just pulling up to the stromatolites at Hamelin Pool, so there's only 2 places in the world that have these, and yeah, this is one of them, so I'll take you around it now. Oh well, apparently the cyclone in 2021 took out the boardwalk, and as you can see, it's yeah, it's not really walkable, but these are the stromatolites. It's low tide at the moment, so can't really see much walking out there anyway. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth the detour, that one. Not really that exciting looking at some old rocks, but apparently they've been around for 80% of the world's life, so pretty old rocks, and apparently they provide oxygen. So, well, maybe that's why there's only 2 of them in the world, because they're not very exciting. Alright, we just pulled up at Shell Beach. So apparently there's like a wall of seagrass and sand that prevents the bay from getting washed out. So the salt here, or the salinity levels are twice as high as a normal beach. And because of that, the cockles thrive in the bay. So what we're sitting on is a beach made of shells, which is pretty cool, a bit different. So it's pretty busy actually. There's probably, well, the car park was full. We had to park in one of the caravan bays. So pretty popular. But might go for a bit of wander and have a look around. Alright, we've just pulled in a little lagoon for a quick bite to eat. Leftover chicken from last night's chicken wraps, so we'll get stuck into that, but have a look at the view. We just pulled up to Herald Bight, and this has got to be one of the best looking campsites I think I've stayed at. Have a look at it. We camped right on the beach. How good? Looks good. I can't get over how good this campsite is. Parked up right on the beach, sheltered from the wind. It's blowing about 30 k's an hour or 35 k's an hour on the other side of the peninsula, but Herald Bight's super sheltered. What a campsite. Well, Herald Bight in Shark Bay. I'm not sure if it's Francois National Park or Francois. I don't know how to say it, but Herald Bight in Shark Bay, got to be one of my top 10 campsites. It's, yeah, like I said earlier, it's blowing 36 k's an hour on the other side of Shark Bay, as you probably saw in an earlier clip, but we're sheltered by this by this dune right here. So yeah, camped right up on the beach. The wind's coming from behind us and it's going to be coming that direction for the next couple of days. So we're pretty set up, and what a nice little bay that we camped up on. Had a bit of a flick earlier, caught a couple whiting, which I threw back for now. I don't know, I'll go for a fish a bit later and maybe I'll keep them and have some whiting for dinner, maybe some fish tacos or fish wraps. But yeah, one of my favourite campsites, that's for sure. The track into Herald Bight's pretty good actually. It was not too corrugated, like pretty much red dirt, red sand all the way. It wasn't overly soft and it wasn't overly corrugated. Definitely driven on worse, that's for sure. The softest spot is actually on the beach, particularly where we camped. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to put the max tracks down to get out of there in the morning. Yeah, it was pretty soft getting into the campsite, so I'll probably put the max tracks down straight up and yeah, when we leave in the morning, just make sure we don't get bogged. Don't really want to be digging myself out first thing in the morning. But I'm just coming to the end of where you're allowed to camp. Looks like there's a bird nesting area up here that they don't want you to drive into, so I'll just show you what this sign says. It looks like you can still drive up there, just not camp. So yeah, it looks like you can still drive up there. They just don't want you camping or disturbing the nests, so the mothers will abandon their chicks, and we don't want that. So yeah, anyway, that's the I'll show you around the bay now. I'm pretty much at the end of the camping area, but there's heaps of campsites along here. There's probably maybe 20 like bays you can pull into, and if it was really busy you could probably fit 30 or more cars down here. It's quite a large area, so there's our camp all the way down there. Well, I thought day one was pretty good with the Lucky Bay Shacks campsite, camping on the beach there. Pretty nice. It probably would have been a bit nicer if it wasn't so windy, but Herald Bight, this place is this place is unreal. I've driven up and down the WA coast a fair bit, but never pulled into Shark Bay. It just seems a little bit too far out the way. But yeah, this time round we got one night at Herald Bight, and then tomorrow I think we're going to go to Big Lagoon because it's not going to be as windy. So yeah, we're going to stay at Herald Bight. It's still southwesterlies, but it's not going to be as windy. So that place is supposed to be one of the nicer camps, and then we're going to check out James Price Point, I think it's called, in the morning. There's some red cliffs and nice white sandy beach, so hopefully get some good footage of that in the morning. All right, just gonna go for a quick flick. Hopefully catch a whiting or maybe a flathead. Yeah, it's pretty nice water, so expecting to find a whiting at least, but we'll see how we go. All right, just got this little vibe on, little prawn blade, I suppose you'd call it. Oh, there's a turtle right there. Can you see that? Yeah, if you can. Oh, yep. We're on. This one's a bit bigger. See how big he is. Oh, nice whiting. I'll let him go, I think. There we go. Oh, that's a better fish. I've just head hooked him. It felt like a better fish, but it's just a just another whiting in the head. All right, cooking with Cal, episode 3. Beef stroganoff tonight. Got some rump steak, mushrooms, Worcestershire sauce, onion, noodles, and some stock, and sour cream. So hopefully a bit of a one pot wonder. We'll get into it now, but just want to chop up the onions and brown them off, and then chuck the steak in. Put the steak in the top shelf of the King's fridge, and well, it's frozen, so hopefully that doesn't take too much longer to cook, but it's been sitting out for, I don't know, 20 minutes, so it's on its ways to defrosted now. But we'll chop the onions up and chuck them in the pot, and we'll take you along. All right, let's get into it. All right, jet ball's on, got some little bit of butter on there, and then 2 onions diced, so I'll chuck the onions in. Get those onions nice and brown. Whilst those onions are browning off, I'll chop up the rump into little strips, and then I'll chuck them in with the onions. But I'll chop these into maybe 10mm thick slices. Alright, the onion's looking pretty good, so we'll chuck the steak in. I've just cut it up into little slivers, little strips like that. So we'll chuck that in, let that brown off a little bit. We'll give that a mix, and then we'll chuck the mushrooms in next. Alright, the steak's just about there, so I'm gonna add the mushrooms. I'm just gonna add the whole 200 grams into the pot, and then once we brown these off a little bit, we'll add the stock and the Worcestershire sauce, and then we're almost there. Alright, the mushrooms looking pretty good, so I'm just gonna add the stock, bring it to the boil, and then I'll chuck the noodles in. It smells good anyway, so hopefully it tastes as good as it smells. Alright, that's been simmering away for a few minutes now, so I'm just going to add the noodles, and they need about, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes to cook, so we'll get them in, and then we should be ready to eat. Oh, just the sour cream, but we'll add that last. Alright, I've just turned that off the heat, let it cool down, because apparently if you add the sour cream whilst it's still hot, it'll split. So you don't want to do that. So I've just let that cool down for a couple minutes, and then we'll just add the sour cream. I'm just going to add, I don't think we need all of it. I'll just add all of it. Add all the sour cream. And we'll give that a mix, and then we're ready for dinner. All right, judging by the smell, I reckon this is going to be a big hit. It smells really good. There's also going to be a lot of leftovers. There's a lot of food here. I suppose 2 steaks, 2 servings of noodles. Never know, we might get through it. Let's see how she tastes. That's good. Not bad for a one-pot wonder. Pretty easy, not many dishes, so anyway, we'll tuck into this and watch the ocean and the stars. We'll see you tomorrow. I know I said there was going to be leftovers, but that's the end of the pot. Got to be one of the best camp meals I think I've ever eaten. That's that beef stroganoff was really good. Cooking with Cal got off to a shaky start with the pulled pork, but I think I've redeemed myself with the beef stroganoff, because that's a hit, that's for sure. That's I think that might be the new favourite camp meal to cook. So super easy, 1 pot, 1 dish and a chopping board. How good. Alright, we'll see you in the morning. Not half bad, I reckon. Cooking with Cal, breakfast edition, success. We'll wrap this up, get the fly out of it. Bacon, egg and hash brown wrap. I'm going to tuck into this, and then we'll pack up the car, and then I think we're going to head to Skipjack Point. We'll see you then. Alright, we just pulled up to Cape Perrin. This is the most northerly point on Shark Bay. I'll probably end the video here for now, and I'll pick it up in the next episode. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.